Welcome! Today we're continuing the Gintama journey with episode 101, 102, and 103. Yes, we're doing 3 episodes today. As you all know, I uploaded episode 100 as a single episode, and that's why I'm doing 101 to 103. And also because I was told by a viewer that this next arc is five episodes, and that I should watch the first 3 together. So that's what I'm gonna do. As always, if you enjoy the content I'm making and you want to support this channel, you can head over to my Patreon. Link is in the description down below. You can also join the Discord server if you want to talk, hang out, or just have some fun. And subscribe if you want to see more. So let's get into episode 101. Yeah, I'm really liking this ending. Just talking about the ending for a bit. I think it's because they're showing some of the more important characters as kids when they were young in their childhood, which always brings out some, I don't know, nostalgic emotion. I'm not sure how to call it. What to call it. But yeah, it's a good ending. And also the opening is really good. Yeah, really enjoying those two. But about the episode. So Ito is a very interesting character. He had never been mentioned before. Had never appeared before. So this is the first time. And right off the bat, I gotta say, I kind of like him, but I also don't. Of course, obviously, because he is trying to overthrow or take Toshiro's position at the side of Kondo, trying to replace him, which is not gonna work. That's not gonna happen. It might happen as such, especially because of the closure to this episode, because of what happened just now. But it's only gonna be temporarily. And it's not gonna be like that Kondo is gonna love Ito more or see him as a friend more than he does with Toshiro. Because Toshiro, I mean, they've known each other for so long. And they have such a deep bond, which goes beyond anything that Ito and Kondo have shared so far, I can imagine. Because Ito apparently has joined the Shinsengumi only a year ago. But yeah, that's not gonna happen. It was very, very weird seeing Toshiro behave the way he did in this episode. Since he got the cursed sword, which I gotta admit, I did not expect the sword to change him in that way. I thought it was gonna bring out some anger, some hate or something, I don't know, just change him, make him more evil, maybe? Because when you think of a cursed sword, you always think evil or demonic, something of that nature. You don't think it's gonna bring out liking girly stuff and doing a sleepover with the enemy who had just been tortured. Oh man, the sleepover scene, that was so funny. I really liked that. It reminded me of the time when I was doing that, having some friends over and not really sleeping, especially when we were younger. As we grew older, that kind of changed. It's interesting because when you're younger, you don't want to sleep. You just want to talk to each other, which is still a thing, of course, but it's not the same anymore. But back then, you're just lying in your bed talking about who you like, which was a common occurrence. Yes, that is true. And because it was so realistic, I think that made it even more funny than it was already. And Sogo, I'm kind of sad to see this and a bit disappointed that Sogo is taking Ito's side, working together with him. Kind of breaks my heart. I know they dislike each other, Sogo and Toshiro, but that's a kind of betrayal of family and friendship, because they are a family. We know that. So yeah, let's see how things will work out. What's gonna happen? I think Ito's gonna get Toshiro's position, but as I said, only for some time. Not permanently, but temporarily. Yeah, let's get into episode 102. Please tell me that Yamazaki is somehow, some way still alive. I'm praying, because he's such a funny and cool character. And this is actually unusual, because normally you think that a character as, well, he's not that important, but he's still a side character who appears time and time again. So there is some importance to him, and he's one of the Shinsengumi. They usually don't get killed off. Usually. And at first, I really thought he was gonna be okay, because I was also a bit surprised that Banzai didn't, hit his vital organs, like the heart, because I would assume that he's very proficient with the sword and he's a very good fighter. There was this little hint in Benezakura when he was thinking to himself, I would like to fight Katsura and Gintoki someday, which implies that he's pretty strong. So at first I was like, wouldn't he just hit a vital organ in order to immediately kill Yamazaki? But that was not his intent. And somehow after the second strike, which I'm not sure, might have been to the head. Did he behead him? Please don't. I'm now a bit worried, actually. They make it seem like it is serious, that it did happen, that he is dead. One side of me still clings on to the hope that he's alive and is questioning, the whole scene. But the other side is saying, yeah, he's dead. So I'm not sure. And yeah, hopefully this will get resolved in the next episode, because I really want to know. Talking about Banzai. When... Who was it? Who said that? Well, someone said... Did Ito? Yeah, Ito himself said he always disappointed and misunderstood by people. And that at some point he joined the anti-foreigner faction. I thought that he joined the good side of the anti-foreigner faction, because as we know, there's a lot of sub-factions with their own kind of methods and ideologies, just like with Shinsuke. They're the more radical anti-foreigners, and Katsura and the others are more protective and honorable. So I thought that Ito would have joined them, not Shinsuke and Banzai. But apparently he did, which makes this whole plot, the plot thickens. It makes it even more tense and exciting. The addition of Banzai really, it was very unexpected to see him right here in this kind of whole situation, in this context. But it's welcome, because I want to know more about him, who he is, how he fights, and what his goal is, what his desires are, since we don't really know anything about him. We don't know what his whole plan, his scheme really is. Is he really someone who follows Shinsuke? Or does he have his own ideas and goals? Yeah, we'll just wait and see. Kondo-san in this episode really shined again. It's been a reoccurring theme actually in the last few arcs, in the last few episodes, that he's always been kind of in the spotlight. He had his moments, some great moments, and all connected to the Shinsengumi, his friends, family. And again, in this episode, his speech about the Shinsengumi, the individuals making up the whole flag, the stains which cannot be washed away because they're so persistent, so resilient, and they are strong together, which was very, very touching and very profound also. I like the metaphor of the stains. It was really good. Yeah, he's such a good man. He cares about the Shinsengumi. He cares about his people so much. It's just wonderful to watch and to hear him say how much he loves them. It's just so good. Yeah. Let's see how this plays out with Toshiro. How he's gonna get rid of the sword, or is he gonna somehow tame it, its grasp, its pull, somehow make it his own, but still remain as Toshiro, as his old personality? Not the what was it called? Hikikomori? I knew about that because I heard about it before. The people that are locking themselves in their apartments, isolating themselves, not going out really, which is becoming more and more prevalent in, well, Japanese society especially. Yeah. But, well, that's another topic for another time. Let's get into episode 103. I think this episode is my favorite of this arc so far, because it just felt like everything came together, everything that was built up in the first two episodes in a way climaxed in this one. But we're still not at the end of this arc, which makes it even more baffling. Just tells you how good this episode is. Yeah, I mean, you just have to emphasize, you have to repeat how good this camaraderie, this bond, and how strong, how profound it is that the Shinsengumi, especially Kondo, Toshiro, and Sogo, that they share. Because of what they have been through and how they grew up, how Kondo pulled them out of their misery, and him being completely willing to lay down his life for his comrades, for his friends, for his family, just so that they wouldn't get hurt anymore. Made me very emotional. It's just something so beautiful. There's no other word to describe their relationship. Just simply beautiful. It's so resilient. Just like when Kondo told Ito about the stains that are persistent and resilient. That was the exact portrayal of that metaphor. And of course, as always, we have to commend Gin, Kagura, and Shin for always being there, even though it is their job, as seen by Gintoki, wanting Kondo to transfer the money to his account. But of course, that was not his priority. His main goal, his main desire in that moment was to help them out and help Toshiro out, who has finally come to his senses, to his true personality, back to his true personality, which I must say I'm glad, because I prefer the real Toshiro over this otaku Toshiro. Who was funny though. I enjoyed him as well, but the true Toshiro, he cannot be beat. And now that he has finally tamed his sword, or at least for the time being, is he gonna get even stronger? Most likely, because he's already pretty damn strong. And Sogo, again, he's surprising me so much with his raw capabilities. I knew he was gonna take them all out in that wagon and the train, that cart. But the way he did it, wow. It was so well directed, so well shot, this scene. Everything in crimson. And we didn't even see the fight. And no music, I think. Just the glass shattering. Then the aftermath. Everyone, kind of, in a way, almost massacred, you could say. Blood splatters everywhere. And just dead bodies over dead bodies. Wow. And his eyes, the eyes of a demon. And I said that Gin, Toshiro, and Sogo have sometimes a demon manifests within them, and they become pure killing machines. Pure wrath, which is a sight to behold. It is very enjoyable to watch, but it's also terrifying. And it makes you think, how is that going to turn out in the future? Is it going to affect them in some way? Is it going to change them if they keep kind of conjuring this inner demon? I think it is a remnant of the war times when they had to just shut off their emotions and just fight and kill. Like that is a remnant of that time. Could very well be. And when they're confronted with their past, how is it gonna affect them? How are they gonna react? Especially Gin. I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen to him when he's confronted with his past in a very real way. The whole setting with the train was pretty cool. In a lot of action movies or series, you have this obligatory train scene. And this was no exception, but it was good. I enjoyed it. And it reminded me of a movie I watched very recently, which was the Mugen Train Demon Slayer. If you have not seen that yet, because it is out now, and I highly recommend you watch that. It's a marvel. It's some of the best animation I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of animation. So yeah, check that out if you're interested. So, no, there's not another episode to get in. I hope you... next time we're gonna continue with episode 104 and 105. So if you enjoyed this reaction, this video, leave a like, comment down below what you think about this whole arc so far. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more. So enjoy your day, take care, and bye.